Hey, this is Mark with Porchlight SoCal, and I just wanted to explain to you closing cost and what it actually costs to buy a home. So when you purchase a house, you're gonna have a couple things you have to keep in mind. If you're doing a VA loan, you're gonna have a zero down payment, but it doesn't mean that you get to come to the table at closing with zero money. There are additional fees with a VA loan, one of which is called your closing cost. Closing cost are loan origination fees, title fees, escrow fees, anything that has to do with the actual process of your home purchase. And closing cost is something that the buyer, the person getting the VA loan, has to come to the table with at closing. Typically, it's 2 to 3%, depending on when you close during the month. Your lender can explain exact numbers to you and what your closing costs should be estimated around. Now, there is a time when you can come to a closing with zero money, and that's by having your sellers pay the closing cost for the buyer. Now, it's not very easy to do in Southern California because it is a competitive market, but you can sometimes get that cost covered. I would say it's about 10% chance that it'll actually happen, and it really depends on how much demand is for that home. If the house is brand new on the market, don't expect to get closing costs covered. For example, if it's $400,000 home and you ask for $8,000 in closing costs and you ask the seller and say, hey, pay my closing cost of $8,000, that basically means the seller gets $392. You got to take that $8,000 off of whatever you offered them. So remember, closing costs are the buyer's responsibility. You will have them. You can negotiate to have the seller pay for it. But if you're doing a VA loan, there is a closing cost of 2 to 3% for the buyer. It is not free to come into the table with no money down. So just know that it's zero down payment, 2 to 3 closing costs, and your VA funding fee is wrapped into your loan. That's something that the lender can explain as well. So if you have any questions, you know where to find me, 619-777-9092. Thanks so much.